Don't Be Done by ASAP Rocky. My first album review. Kind of gonna just freestyle it for now before I really get like a good setup. But don't be dumb. What can I say? ASAP Rocky, we've been waiting for so long since 2018 testing. It's been 8 years. And how I'm gonna break down this album in terms of how I rate it is by lyricism, production, cohesion, replay value, and features. So, with that being said, what can we say? It was an album that was for years being previewed, being teased. ASAP Rocky was just really tired of just, how do I say this? Trying to promote it and do a rollout. It was initially going to release last year, and then it got delayed. And then there was like, he went to the, what do you call that? Camp Flog Gnaw. He put on like a It's Never Gonna Drop t-shirt. Everything. He was teasing, and there was a lot of singles with Ruby's Rosary, Bagushka Boys, or whatever that name is. And we finally got it. And what I can say about the lyricism, as the majority of the people are going to say, he said he was going to go into deeper subject matter. But a lot of the stuff that he did talk about in the past, whether it's like getting these girls, talking about his bitch, talking about the beef with Drake, and, it kind of just came back. Like a lot of the same stuff he was talking about that you're used to from an ASAP Rocky album, you got it. Now, if you're an ASAP Rocky fan and you hoped for something different, you're not going to get that on his album. Especially on songs like Air Force, Whiskey. Yeah, you're not going to get that. But I will say he hit a really good pocket in Stop Snitching with Boss Mandilo and Sauce Walka. The flows and him talking his shit about Drake, whether you like it or not, it is about Drake. Yeah, No Trespassing, Playa, Stole Your Flow. These are a lot of the songs that really were the standouts when it comes to lyricism wise. Not in the sense that they were crazy, but like that was the most you were gonna get, is a lot of these hype rap songs. On songs like Robbery, where personally it kind of went a little sideways with the subject matter, because this wasn't really a concise album. It was all over the place, I feel, with the subject matter. He didn't really stick to a narrative. And yeah, just a lot of repeats of what you're used to in Rocky in the past. Drugs, girls. So that was a disappointing thing. I would honestly have to give the song, the rating for that is 6 out of 10 for lyricism. When it comes to production, there's a lot of standouts. Whether it's the Stay Here for Life, whether it's Helicopter, Stop Snitching, whether it's Whiskey, which I can give credit for, which is that psychedelic trap rap that we were used to, the cloud rap. Don't Be Dumb / Trip Baby was pretty cool. Robbery was kind of weird. It was different, but it kind of just didn't fit the flow of the album. Air Force was really great if they were to put it in two different songs, but the problem was they mixed it up with a hype beat and a very like somber beat, like a LSD type shit, SWAT Team and Fish and Steak, they were nothing crazy production wise. In terms of the main album, I would honestly say my favorites are Stay Here for Life, Helicopter, Stop Snitching, No Trespassing, and Whiskey. I think Rocky just never, when it comes to his production, he always picks the best production. So if I were to go and give him a rating, because that's the thing he never disappoints on, he knows how to set the soundscape, I'd give it would be a great / 7.5, light 7.57. It was great. It was, or 7.58, sorry. It was a really great production. That That's why I can go back to a lot of these songs and just get it goes hard in the car. Like the production you're gonna hear on this album, it's meant for the gym. It's meant for the car. It's not meant to just not do anything with it. You want to do something with this shit. Cohesion. As I was saying in the beginning, I think him trying to say that he can go on a deeper like subject matter on this album, it didn't help because the first part of the songs was all hype songs, and then once you get past No Trespassing, you get the Stop Snitching, Shut the Fuck Up, Punk Rocky, Air Force. It just was all over the place in terms of the sound. He didn't really lock in on a story narrative. It was kind of just don't be dumb. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. Whether Robbery, it was a song about robbery with Doechii. Don't Be Dumb / Trip Baby. Kind of getting that old style Rocky. The End, you're kind of getting that old style Rocky. Air Force, you're getting two different beats. Like, it was just all over the place. Shut the fuck up. I was like, what the hell is going on with that? It was just crazy. And then Punk Rocky. Didn't really like that song when it came out, and I still don't. I think it's cool for the people that want him to experiment. I just don't think that sound is meant for him. Personally. That's why I'd have to give the Cohesion a 5 for that. It's really unfortunate. Because I really thought that he would actually go through with a single narrative, but sadly, it was not. It was not any single narrative. One part of the album was all hyphy songs. The other part of the album was him trying to tap into different sounds, which is cool when you execute it. But when you don't have a single narrative and you're just kind of going all over the place with what the album's about, you know, like I was kind of hoping, you know, he would stick to it, but sadly not. So Cohesion, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. What I mean by cohesion, I mean how the album flows. Yeah, it was mid. Features. We had some notable features. My features of the album are Bossman D-Lo and Sauce Walka. That pocket that they hit on that song in the second part, whether it's the flow, whether it's them just talking that shit on that beat, is the best song on the album. Stop Snitching is the best song on the album. So I have to give that to Bossman D-Lo and Sauce Walka. Brent Faiyaz is number 2. Stay Here for Life. It was from an old, not an old, but it was from a sample of, or no. It was from, I think it was from a song that Brent Faiyaz did last year, but it never came out officially. So they kind of remixed it. And anyways, yeah, I really like that Brent Faiyaz feature. I think they slid on that song. I really do think it's, yeah. I have nothing else to say, but Brent did his job. Gorillaz and Westside Gunn. That was for me one of the more disappointing features because Westside Gunn only got some ad-libs and Gorillaz, they did their thing. I really do like the vocals that they had in the background. I think that was a really good feature actually. Doechii on Robbery. I liked the concept, but I didn't like the execution. And I also didn't feel like the way that it flowed, where it was like A$AP Rocky was just stopping in the middle and doing like a monologue in the middle of the song. It just didn't hit. So I wasn't really impressed by Doechii. I think the concept was really good, but I just think the way that she was performing it just wasn't for me. I will not go back to that song. will.i.am and Jessica Pratt. Yeah, just will.i.am. It was cool. It was cool, but kind of just shadowed away from the subject matter I wanted, and like it's whatever. I can't do that. He did add 2 new songs to the album, but I'm gonna do it off the original track list. Tyler the Creator. It sounded like a recycled verse, and I think he did admit it was during the time when he was recording for the Clips album. So I'm not surprised. If I were to give the features anything, I would give the features a good rating or a 6 out of 10. So where does that take me? When it comes to this album, how many songs am I going to take out of it? How many did I take out of it? I took Helicopter. I took Stole Your Flow. I took Stay Here for Life, Playa, No Trespassing, Stop Snitching, Whiskey, and Don't Be Dumb, Trip Baby. I didn't take anything from the extended cuts of the album. That is two. I'll see if it changes my rating. But all in all, I give the. I have a good amount of songs that I'll take from it that I think when in the whip or when you're at the gym, nighttime drives or whatever, it's a really, really good time to just turn up. I'm taking these. I'm taking a lot of the first half. But will I say this is worth the 8-year wait? In terms of the expectations of that I was coming for after the J. Cole announcement, no, I did not expect anything to come from this album. Did I think it was going to be a bad album? No. I was almost going to give it a mid rating. But I kind of had to like give some leeway because, again, maybe there's a lot of delays and leaks. But if I'm going to give this album a rating, it's going to be a 6 or 6.5 out of 10. I think it's a good album. I don't think it's a great album. I think the highs is the production and the energy that Rocky comes in on the first half. But the biggest downfalls for me was the second half was just all over the place. No single narrative. And even the bonus tracks really didn't add anything. And I know it's just like separate from the album, so he kind of wants you to listen to it separately. But with that in mind, that is my review on Don't Be Dumb by A$AP Rocky. And it's your boys Kyle's Court signing out.